What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I want to do a quick comparison between the OG 2015 Yeezy 350 Turtle Dove and the recently released 2022 Yeezy Day 350 Turtle Dove. Before I get into the comparison, if you're new to my channel, this is your first time just stumbling across one of my videos, welcome to my channel. Thanks for taking out some time to check out my content. But look, while you're here, do me a favor and go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell for me. That way when I upload new material, post new content or anything like that, you get notified. You can head to the channel, you can check out the latest video that I uploaded for you guys. If you're on social media like Instagram, Twitter, anything like that, and you're into sneakers and outfits and just sneaker talk, just give me a follow. You can find me, I'm at IamTMCII. And lastly, hit the thumbs up. Really goes a long way. Let me know that you guys enjoy the content, and it just motivates me to keep wanting to take out time and record these videos for you guys. So now that all that stuff is out of the way, let's just dive right into the comparison. So these are your Yeezy Day, your 2022 release, and these are the original released way back in 2015. So I wanted to do a quick comparison and show you guys just some minor differences that I see between the two. You can't really tell that much from the naked eye and just at a glance, but having both of them, I'm able to spot just a few differences. So first thing, on the OGs, look like the stitching on here is a little bit more darker and thicker. Like you guys can see it from the camera a little bit. You can see that this stitching on here is a little bit darker and thicker compared to the stitching on here. The prime knit too, seem like the black on here just a little bit more thick and defined, and that just could be this pair. I don't think every pair was identical when they released these, so it just could be the pair that I received, but just at a glance it just looked like the black is a little bit more thicker and a little bit more defined on the OGs versus the retros. Coming down to like the laces, I don't know if the camera's really picking it up, but the OGs, you can see the laces seem like they were a little bit more thicker than the retros or the recently released ones. The OGs had more of a thicker lace compared to these. Seems like these aren't as thick as the originals to me. Something else I did notice, so there's more padding, look like, around the ankle area of the retro, and on the OGs there wasn't that much padding at all. I mean, it's minor, but it's not as much padded as the recently released pair. And also this little pull tab, not that a lot of people use it, but I could easily put 2 fingers in this little tab on here. But on the OGs, you know, I could fit them, but not as easily as I can fit 2 fingers on the recently 2022 version of the shoes. I think that was like the main difference as far as like quality control and all that other stuff. Everything was kind of pretty much spot on looking at both shoes. Height wise, boost wise, like everything else seemed like it was pretty much spot on from what I can tell. So if you guys can see anything that maybe I'm missing, it just seemed like they did a good job with retroing these. Not too much of a difference. Seemed like on this pair, like it's more rounded up around this part, and over here it goes across. It's not as rounded right here as it is on these, and it could just because I wore these more than the newer pair, so I'm not 100% sure, but just trying to point out just little minor differences and little things that I do see about the kicks. Overall, I think that's the majority of it. On the OGs, the prime knit does feel like it's a little bit more loose and giving, whereas on the newer ones feel like the prime knit's just a little bit more thicker, and that also plays a role with sizing. I feel like in the OGs you can kind of go true to size or even down a half size, because this prime knit was a little bit more stretchy and giving, but whereas these, it feels like the prime knit is more thick, more like the 350 V2, not as thick as some of your V2s, but it feels like it's a little bit more thicker prime knit compared to the original, and that goes to, goes back to the sizing. So with the newer ones, I feel like you can go true to size or up a half size, and with these you could, it all depends on how you like your shoes to fit, obviously, but you could go true to size or down a half size in the OGs. So just some of the things I noticed about the kicks. You did get different boxes. So the OG box, this was the OG box, and the retail was $200, whereas the retail on these were $230. So So you got 2 different boxes, but you still got the same style code, that AQ4832, and it's the same AQ4832 on here. So the style code and all that stuff is the same, but you got different boxes and different prices. You know, like I mentioned, these were regular retail $200, and they had this style box. Wasn't as sturdy as your draw style slide out box, but these had the lid style where these flipped open a couple ways, and it had the shoes in the inside. And you got the regular draw style slide out box for the 350, like the 350 V2s, and they got boots and stuff written on the side of these. And these just have the pull out draw style on the box for those. That's pretty much it for the kicks, man. I think I rambled enough. I just wanted to make sure you guys get a good look, go over the comparisons between the two, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. As I mentioned earlier, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification button. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all later. Thanks. Peace.